Hey, we're all here this week. John, where the hell are you? Where'd all your games go? Where'd all your games go? There's not a whole wall. Oh, okay. So... Right. Everywhere he goes, he just has a shelf of games. Each and every time.
Very awkward.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Get the bookshelf its own seat.
Yep.
John, where are you?
Yeah, where are you?
I am in Georgia right now.
Where in the world is John Wheeler?
I don't have the red hat for it.
Where's your trench coat?
Or that.
Oh, okay. You're in Georgia?
Female gender.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is Georgia cool? Is it cold? What is it like in December?
Surprisingly warm right now.
Okay.
Well, I guess compared to Calgary.
Where is this like latitude wise? I don't know my American geography.
State above Florida.
Oh, so are you like pretty close to where like I am, kind of latitude wise?
Latitude wise, I'm pretty sure I'm higher up.
What? Isn't Florida okay? Isn't Florida like the lowest in the states?
To the Google Maps.
Please, someone look up American map.
I'm looking it up right now while you guys talk about where it is.
What are you doing in Georgia?
Recording Runaway Guy stuff.
That's cool. How long are you there for?
I'm here till Wednesday. I think that's the 10th.
Huh.
Yes. Yep. Come back home Wednesday.
You said you're in Georgia, right?
Yep.
Okay, so depending if you're in North or South Georgia, you are close to... Well, he's higher than you. Just
Atlanta.
Straight up. You're lower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you should be warmer than it is here.
Well, what temperatures are right now, if you had to guess, in Celsius?
Well, I can just check my phone. Hey, I'm always in Celsius. I'm the correct one.
I don't know, man. Everyone gets upset at me when I speak in Celsius here in America.
Hey, they get upset with me too. But you know what? Celsius makes sense. It's not just random numbers. 0 is freezing. That's helpful. 100 is boiling. That's just convenient.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I agree.
right now it's 15.
About the same.
Okay. It's been raining a lot for me though.
Next week it's supposed to be around like 2 or 3 degrees.
Oh wow. It's probably going to be about 15 next week.
Everyone's been telling me it's warmer here than it usually is. So.
Okay.
Cool.
Did you do any cool American things? Like go to Kmart? Or
yeah. Kmart, huh?
Yes, the most American thing.
Or Sonic?
I actually have not seen a Sonic around here.
Yeah, I guess I don't see them too often either.
I think that's a West Coast thing.
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
haven't really done anything American. We've mainly just been recording and like hanging out.
Okay. Now for the serious questions. Paul, you have a PlayStation Move gun behind you. Why?
I do. Where is it? Hold on. Let me grab it. You mean
this is
one?
a valid question.
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
Like we saw that earlier. Why is that out?
Because Killzone.
Why are you playing Killzone?
I'm not.
Why is it out? Like,
why is it out? Because there's no place for it. Honestly, it's just kind of wherever there is a free space.
Put it on the wall. Set up a gun rack, but a fake gun rack, so it's all like plastic guns, like zappers and stuff.
I do have the PlayStation Move like handgun adapters as well. I could put them just like angled right beside it or something. It would just be like my shitty peripheral.
I was gonna say like originally, so they're kind of like Rock Band drums where they're just in a corner all the time. But then when you started saying mounting them on the wall, I was thinking, oh well, now that gets rid of the connection. But then I was like, wait, hang on, you should make a weird peripheral wall.
Yeah.
Of just all the weird stuff, like the balance board. Put that up there.
Yeah, that's under something somewhere.
The Nintendo Wii Speak. We got one of those. Throw that on the wall.
Oh, I don't. But okay, fair enough.
Clearly, someone didn't get it bundled with their Animal Crossing Sit Town. What was the one on the Wii? Newtown? What was the Wii version of Animal Crossing?
Oh, City Folk.
City Folk. That's what it was. Yes. Okay. What are other dumb peripherals you could put on a wall?
Oh, so many.
I have the Rock Revolution drum kit.
Again, it's just a drum kit, though.
Yeah, but it's weird. It has like 8 things to hit.
I have a Super Scope somewhere, and it doesn't work, so it is literally garbage.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Would we consider amiibos a peripheral?
Yeah, probably. They're already kind of on.
Oh man, you have some amiibos.
They're on a shelf near a wall. Does that count?
Sort of.
Okay, so there you go. This'll.
People in the chat are saying Sonic isn't West Coast.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not American.
And someone recommends you should sue somebody while in America.
Yep.
Every American who is here has done it.
The rite of passage.
Yeah. You're not American until you sue somebody and just destroy their life with it. But yeah, I don't know how you even saw that. Like, was my chair turned at some point? And...
No, you went to get like a drink or something.
Oh, and then you could see it like when the empty space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that was for Killzone 3 because I have that and I played it when it came out.
Did you play it just with the Move?
No, I actually played it with a controller. Nathan actually bought that for $2 and then brought it over because we were going to do some stupid Move controller stuff, but we never got around to it.
I would buy one for $2.
Sure.
So I would do that.
Sure.
Pretty good price for it. Did that come with the game or was it just the shell?
I mean, it's pretty good price for it for him because he doesn't have to keep the peripheral at his house. It's here now.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Luckily, like, my mom's house is just the holder of weird rock band instruments. So,
right.
And she's always like, can we get rid of these? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, not.
My parents' house has, like, the rock band set and then the Beatles rock band set. Like, 2 of them, though, because they got one as well for Christmas one year. So it's, like, mine and theirs. So there's just, like, 3 drum sets somewhere. God.
So your parents play games, though. So it's not totally weird for them.
They were playing that, like, it was just, like, the family thing, right? Like, we would just play some Beatles songs or something, and they loved the Beatles, so it was a little more accessible to them than just Rock Band with a bunch of...
Yeah, see, my family is, like, no games at all. So to her, it's just junk in her nice basement.
She is not wrong. It is actually just junk.
I guess.
Yeah. But
I should play more Rock Band 3 with the keyboard. Yeah.
Video game
DJ Hero is the best.
I don't actually have DJ Hero.
Jump.
I have DJ Hero on the Wii unopened with 2 turntables.
That's ridiculous.
That was from like the Rogers shutting down, wasn't it?
No. That was 1 year GameStop or EB Games was just like $6 and you get 2 turntables and a copy of DJ Hero 1 for the Wii. And I was like, okay. I already have that, but okay.
Why not?
Sure.
Go in.
I was like, just from a pure, like, I don't know, maybe I'll own a museum one day standpoint. Now I have the Wii version. 2 turntables. That's a great deal.
Sure.
Now I own 3 DJ Hero turntables. One of them is Renegade Edition. Best purchase.
I thought you were about to say one of them is rented.
No.
That's dedication right
Wasn't
there.
Renegade like $200?
Yeah, because it came with like the stand that turned... Yeah, the case that turned into a stand.
Yeah, it did, and it was gold. Yeah! Oh, man. Nathan and I are awesome.
Yes, indeed. 3 turntables. Jesus Christ, man. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm playing one of the best rhythm games of all time. I need DJ Hero 2 for the Wii, because that's the best one.
Hey, maybe we could talk about that on the top-down perspective where we talk about video games.
Yeah. Good one in the chat. Sean could always donate to John's museum.
Let's not bring the museum back into this.
John, would you like a 2 turntables and a copy of the Wii version of DJ Hero 1 for your museum?
And a Beatles rock band drum set.
My apartment does not have enough room for all this shit.
I think there's an extra microphone around here. Doesn't work anymore. You could have that. Well, we'll talk after the show what we can give you, I guess. Either way, I'm one of the hosts.
I swear to God, if I come home from this trip and see a bunch of like random video game peripherals in front of my apartment door.
You just like go to your door, the lock's busted open, the door's kind of like creaking open a little bit. There's just like Rock Band drums making a single path through your whole apartment. That's all it is.
It's just like museum, like rope for lines, but like, you just like made the museum for me.
Yeah, exactly. Museum rope. It's actually just Rock Band drum sets.
They've been repurposed. It works great.
This podcast is such a stupid thing we do sometimes.
It really is.
Anyways, top-down perspective. I'm one of the hosts. Paul, with me is Sean and John.
Yeah, it's December 4th.
It is December 4th, in fact, yes, and we talk about video games and peripherals specifically, I guess. But sometimes we talk about what we've been playing. So, Sean, what have you been playing?
What have I been playing? I played through Tales of the Borderlands.
Is it good at all?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's not my favorite of the recent Telltale stuff.
What about
the
Borderlands?
Is it any different from any of the other Telltale stuff besides obviously the license?
The only new thing really is, well, I guess there's two. The first one is they kind of do this dual story narrative where there's two main characters and you kind of jump back and forth between controlling them, and as you get to see how each of their stories are influencing the other ones until eventually they start working together. So that's kind of interesting. The other thing they do, which is not very interesting, that's new, is at one point that you're in combat, and not like, actual combat, but there's a fight going on, and you call down like a robot to help you out, and you get to customize its weapon loadout.
Okay.
And like I won the fight or whatever, and it used the weapons I put. I don't know if that actually did anything. If there was like a way to lose at all. So I guess I'll need to see if they do more with that, or if that was just like, because if not, it was just a silly like, hey, we're letting you influence this fight, and because you picked rocket launchers, you won. But I doubt I would have lost anyway, because it was like, do you want the rocket launcher or the grenade launcher? And it's like, I doubt
want to blow something up or blow something up.
It's ostensibly the same thing, yeah.
Right, like you get to choose its like primary and secondary weapon, and the first one is like a bullet shooting gun, and the other one is like an explosive.
Which cutscene do you want to play? A or
I think
B?
that's basically what it is. So,
Yeah.
But that's kind of the only like difference. Like they haven't done something like that in a previous one of these Telltale games. So there's that, and I hope they do something with it. I don't know. I didn't play through it multiple times, so I can't tell you if you would actually lose if you pick a different weapon loadout or whatever. Whoops. But anyway, yeah, so I played through episode 1. It was okay. There's kind of a cool ending, so I'm a little interested to see where it's going to go.
Okay.
But I'll have a review up about that. I've already written most of it, so probably like tomorrow, or probably tomorrow. It'll get up there Saturday on the latest.
Okay.
What else have I been playing? John and I played some Halo, the Master Chief Collection.
We did. We played a bunch of Halo 2.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We did
Okay.
some co-op Halo 2. First time I ever played co-op.
It was also, I forgot that Halo 2 is an anniversary edition, so they redid kind of everything. The
Yeah,
cutscenes
it looks
are completely redone. Yeah.
The cutscenes look really good. Like there was a couple times where it was like, are these real people? The coolest part I thought, and I was telling John about this, because you can switch back and forth between the old style and the new style using whatever the new select button is.
Yeah.
I don't
You can
know,
even
it's-
do that during cutscenes. So.
Yeah, which you could before, just with Anniversary Edition.
I actually went back to Halo 1 Anniversary and tried doing that during cutscenes. It didn't work.
Oh, like really? You went to Anniversary Edition, or just
Yeah.
the Master Chief Collection?
Master Chief Collection version, which I assume they wouldn't cut that feature out.
I
That'd be a little
guess.
weird.
Yeah, that would be weird. I thought you could. Either way,
You could during the games, but not during the cutscenes.
Okay, maybe it's been a while since I played Anniversary Edition, but the Switch. At least I remember the Switch going between art styles, like taking a little bit in Anniversary Edition.
Yeah.
Whereas in 2, it's like instant. It is
Okay.
instant, like because before it would go to like a black screen just for a second or two and then pop up again.
Yeah.
Now it's just like immediate, which is really cool. But what I thought was the coolest factor is you also get to see what the old music sounded like versus the new music. and it's crazy how awful original Halo 2 sounded. Like,
well, now compared to Anniversary.
We're just compare, and yeah, because since they redid all the cutscenes and not just like up-resed everything and whatnot, like there's more camera angles, there's a ton more going on. You'll see like this guy like rocketing into a spaceship from like 3 different angles, and then in Halo 2 original, it's like here's one angle of a guy who looks kind of red going towards a spaceship, and like barely any music is playing. But then you come back to new Halo 2, and there's like an orchestra going, and it's epic as all hell. And yeah, so it's kind of interesting to see the 2 versions. I should point out that I also tried playing with a friend of mine. Same thing. I was just going to continue where John and I left off, and it wouldn't connect us at all. So
no, that's the problem that we had when we tried to play Killer Instinct like months ago.
Well, I think this is more of like a weird Halo problem. Because I replicated everything. Like, you and I had a bit of a problem with Master Chief Collection initially, and I thought, okay, maybe it's because I'm playing wirelessly. And then I went wired, and it was flawless for you and I. I went wired again with my friend. It wouldn't even put us in the same party, like in the menus. Like we couldn't get it. It would just not connect us. So, from what I understand, Halo's totally broken. Actually, I heard there's a patch that went out today, so hopefully it does better. But anyway, yeah, it's Halo. There's weird terminals in Halo 2 that when you go up and select them, it pushes you to the Xbox One store for their show or something, which is really jarring.
Pushes you to the store. It pushes me to the Halo channel because I have Halo channel installed.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it pushes me to the store to the Halo channel to download it, but it's just super jarring that you're playing this game and it's like, oh, what's the terminal say? And then the whole screen just like goes backwards and off to the side, and here comes a new app.
Yeah, it's weird that the app comes up, but what it does is like it flashes Halo channel on screen, and then like a video starts playing. And then supposedly once it ends, or if you hit the B button, you jump back into Halo 2.
Okay. Yeah. Well, because B is back all the time, right? So.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll probably play more of that because I need to write something about it at some point. But it's, that review probably writes itself. Sure. I've also been playing a whole bunch of Cross the Road, which I brought up last week as the Endless Frogger thing. Yeah. Just a friend of mine got real into it, so we're like trying to fight each other's scores all the time, and it's the best thing ever. And I just unlocked the Dark Lord character, so the whole world now looks like some weird hellscape while I'm froggering through it.
That's pretty good.
People should get that game. Cross the Road is so good. It's so good. I'm going to play it right now.
Okay.
While you guys talk about what you guys are playing.
All right, cool. John, what have you been playing?
A lot more Picross. Still working through it. Puzzles are ridiculously hard. Takes a while.
Yeah.
I'm down to about 45 puzzles left to go through, but they're all 25 by 20 puzzles.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Which like the hardest you get into Picross E is 15 by 15, so it takes a bit.
Yeah.
Playing more Binding of Isaac Rebirth, actually. Playing a bunch of it while I've been here.
Okay.
Okay. Questions for you.
Okay.
Our weekly Binding of Isaac Rebirth check-in.
Sure.
Yeah. How many more mini bosses do you unlock in the game? Because I just unlocked Krampus and fought Krampus.
I guess it depends. Like, have you beaten Mom's Heart?
Once, yes.
Once? I think when you beat it 10 times, you unlock the rest of them. Like, everything.
Okay.
I think, maybe. I can't remember, but it's kind of weird because the game used to end with a blue baby fight, basically, like in the chess level. There are other bosses now. Like, there's a whole bunch. So it kind of depends. I don't know, like, what you have unlocked, obviously, but I would say there's more for you to come. And then, like, harder versions of the ones you fought already, which are a pain in the ass. So, yeah.
What dictates if I go to like Necropolis or the Catacombs or stuff like that? The alternate stages.
It seems to be random for me, anyways.
Okay, I have a feeling.
I get Necropolis all the time, and it pisses me off because I fucking hate masks. I hate them so goddamn much. I hate every room with masks.
Yeah, that's kind of a pain.
Yeah, they're such a pain in the ass. But yeah, I don't know. It seems like when you unlock those like stages, you just seem to get them all the fucking time after that because the game likes to torture you.
That's what I've noticed. I don't think I've had a run where I haven't ended up in Necropolis.
Unless you're super strong. If you're super strong, you'll get the easier version. It seems. It's only like when you're scraping by just by the skin of your teeth, they're gonna be like, Necropolis, Mask of Infamy boss fight, go, and you're just like, oh my god, ripping your hair out.
Yeah, I had one Mask of Infamy fight, but it was when I had a piercing weapon, so it was kind of a joke.
Yeah, I was gonna say, then it's not a big deal at all. You just move and shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a round earlier where I was playing as Lazarus and had a PhD with the pill pocket, or pill purse.
Oh yeah, so every 6
Holy
rooms you
shit,
just got
that is
like
such
an
a
upgrade.
My tears, I had like level 10 tears. It was ridiculous.
It's so fun though.
And I kept getting every floor for 5 floors. I got the I Can See Forever pill.
That's so good though. That pill is just too
so
good. Jesus. I haven't had a run
really
like that yet.
Game.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
It never gets old.
One last question. How is there any way to permanently unlock Eden? Or do you have to keep beating the game to get more Eden tokens?
I think you have to get more tokens, but I'm not sure. I'm still working on getting all the items and stuff as well, so... Yep.
Yeah, I've only got like 27 achievements out of the 173 I think the game has.
And it's just random, though. That's the annoying thing, because like, usually when something's called an achievement, it means you've achieved something. It's like, this is just like, this was foisted upon you.
But, yeah. Well, it's like, now you got this unlocked, so enjoy it. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to keep playing it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Also played the Jackbox Party Pack.
Okay. I'm actually interested in this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
we played
3 of them. We played Fibbage, we played Lie Swatter, and we played Word Spud.
Okay, so Lie Swatter is not cool, really.
Lie Swatter, it seems like it'd be interesting to see how you do. It's kind of like a pub game in a way. If you had like 100 people playing like they offer, then it would be interesting to see how you rank against other people.
Oh yeah, because I have 100 people. This is,
well, I mean that's why they flat out state you can just stream.
Yeah, like it's for people who stream. Yeah.
So it'll be useful to me.
Exactly. The Word Spud is the worst. It's not a game.
Word Spud's weird, but we had fun with it because all we were doing were making stupid stories to make each other laugh.
Yeah, but and the game part of it is just non-existent.
Yeah, kind of is. So to set this up for people who either didn't hear Sean talk about last time or haven't played it, the game gives you a word, and then you have to add something to it, either another word or sentence or like a suffix to it, stuff like that. So say pants comes up, so you say pants are dangerous, and then the other people that you're playing with have to vote if they liked it or don't like it, and that's how you get a score. If you get negative points, then your answer is deleted and a new word pops up. But if you break even or get positive points, the last word in your sentence carries over, and the next player has to add on to that, and it just keeps going for a while. We had some really weird sentences come out of it, so I was tweeting a couple of them last night. So that's where the fun came out of it for us. But other than that, yeah, no, it's probably the weakest of the games. I
think so. Yeah.
I think that's an easy thing to say. The music's kind of nice, though.
I'm surprised you didn't play You Don't Know Jack, because that game's always great.
No one in the group was in the mood for it.
Oh, man. What's the guy's name?
Cookie?
Yeah, that guy's awesome.
Well, he's also the Fibbage dude, too, so...
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he announces for Fibbage and You Don't Know Jack.
Cool.
I don't know. Really enjoying it. I think it's worth it for Fibbage XL and You Don't Know Jack alone.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah, I have not tried the drawing one, which I think was called Drawful.
That one's good too, because it's basically Fibbage but Pictionary.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the last one I'm forgetting? Because there's 5: Fibbage, You Don't Know Jack, Word Spud, Drawful,
and Fly Swatter. You said them all.
Oh, never mind. I guess I did.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Other than that, I played. No, that was it. I'm good.
Yeah, because you played Halo with me, so.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Not a whole much new on my side here. Been tinkering a little bit with Dragon Age Inquisition, a bit more, playing a bit of the Biohazard HD remaster, remake, whatever you want to call it, because I need to unlock the alternate outfits again. This weekend, Bayonetta 2 is on the roster, so that's coming
Nice,
up.
good choice.
John, are you gonna play Bayonetta 2 soon?
I actually brought it with me to play in downtime, but I ended up playing Isaac a bunch.
Right.
That just reminds me of like Patrick Klepek from Giant Bomb was just on a plane that had outlets, and he brought his Wii U, so he plugged his Wii U in and played Bayonetta 2 on his Wii U on the plane.
That's great.
All right, that's pretty good.
That's so silly.
That's great. Yeah.
What a world we live in. Anyway.
Yeah,
you guys I'm so excited to hear about Bayonetta 2. So hopefully you've both played it by next week.
I don't know. I can't promise I will have finished it by next week, but I will have played some of it.
I definitely will not be able to finish it next week.
I double checked because like my review for it went up this week. I played about 7.5 hours for the story.
And you played it on normal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't die that often. Normal was pretty fine. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, is the Jackbox Party Pack on Steam?
Yes, John has it.
That's what I played it off of.
Okay.
So we hooked up my computer to the TV and just played it off of that.
It's all local
like your
stuff,
phones?
though, right?
What'd you say, Paul?
It's all local, though? Or is
remember, you got to use like the website. So it's for smartphones and tablets. Or if you're really desperate, the Wii U net browser actually works.
Like, I'm wondering if it's a possible thing for the Saturday TDP
you
community
can totally
thing.
stream it. You can stream it, definitely.
Yeah,
I've played
for the TDP community, like every Saturday, they've been looking for something other than Terrorist Town, and I've been like, yeah, whatever, there's games out.
You would have to stream it because it's more of like because like the way Lie Swatter works, for example, because it can be played with like hundreds of people. Because it says here's a game code, and then everyone who's watching the stream can go to the website, type the game code in, and now they're kind of playing along with you.
Okay.
So yeah,
maybe some Saturday we can work something out. But okay.
Yeah. There's delay, obviously, when you stream, especially on Twitch. But the way they get around that, smartly enough, is the website that you use to play the game says the question on it as well. So you get all of Cookie's announcing delayed, but you get to see everything while you're playing the game otherwise.
Yeah, so I think people can still join in with their smartphones as well because they just go to the website on their smartphone, right?
Yeah, smartphones, tablets, Wii U controllers. I haven't tried 3DS.
Well, you do anything with a web browser.
It needs to be. They need to be able to support some sort of widgets to actually get it to run. Because I know that my phone won't run it, and another guy's phone here who's only like 2 years old didn't run it for some reason.
Weird.
Those are both Android phones, though, so I think Android's gonna be more picky than iPhones.
Okay.
Yeah, well, everything works on iPhone, so that's why you should get an iPhone.
Tom says the only issue with Fabridge I've seen is that I've only played it 4 times, and questions are already starting to repeat. Is that XL or regular? Because XL says 50% more questions. We played 10 rounds last night, didn't get a single repeat.
Well, that's good.
Cool.
But that also maybe restarting the game suddenly will change.
Did you play original Fibbage?
I played it before, yes.
Did you get any repeats in original Fibbage?
I did, but only that's like playing it at my house and then playing it at someone else's house, for example.
Oh, so that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not running my own account.
All right.
Cool. Well, that's it for what we've been playing, so maybe we should just move on to news, because there's stuff this week, apparently.
Yeah, there's some stuff to talk about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some things I noticed. So write down these time codes.
All right, so Broken Age Part 2 pushed early to 2015. I don't care about Broken Age, so you guys go.
When did Part 1 even come out?
Oh, a while ago.
I feel like that's been out for a year at this point.
Came out in like January.
Yeah, a while ago.
So almost a year.
Yeah, well, it was just because it was originally supposed to be this year, and from what they have said, backers will get some kind of version of Part 2 before the end of the year, but the full release will be out early 2015. And they kind of put out a statement that was like oddly specific of what needs to be done, and they were talking like, we're going down to LA like next week to record this set of VO, because this character's VO is all done. This one's just almost there, and then we'll be in alpha totally, and blah, 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 blah. So I guess it's cool them being so transparent, but maybe they kind of also have to, because after like stopping production on Space Base, and that was like an early access game the whole time, now they're just trying to be like super open about where they are.
It's never a bad thing to be open about anything, though, like that.
Yeah, sure,
so.
for sure. I wasn't like super jumping to play Broken Age Part 2, but so I'll play it when it comes out, I guess.
Space Base DF9, that was the game that we're working on, right?
That was the game that was in early access.
Did you guys
that they stopped
randomly get a free copy of it the other day?
The other day, no, I've had a free copy for a long time. Like if an alpha build or something.
I just found it in my inventory last week.
Yeah, I've been getting weird inventory things as well.
Are people like gifting you stuff?
It wasn't a gift. It just was in my inventory one day.
Yeah, Steam's been acting weird lately. I've been getting free just crappy games I don't want to play. Like that, what's that Dead Island one? That Epidemic or whatever? There's a few of those.
That was like that's because every time anyone got it, they had like 4 copies to give out to people, so people were just sending it around.
Yeah. I don't know.
Weird.
Steam's weird. Because they announced broadcasting.
I was just about to do that.
Oh, man. I need to hear about this.
Yeah, so it's in beta right now, so if you're like one of the beta participants in Steam, which I think most people are because you just have to click a checkbox and you're in.
Yeah, don't you just go into like your settings and say, yes, I want to be part of betas.
That's all you have to do, and then you will download the new version of Steam, or the beta version or whatever. Yeah, so you can broadcast now through Steam, and I'm reading about it right now, and it's kind of weird. I'm trying to figure out how this works. It seems like you have to see what your friend is like broadcasting and you have to join based on that instead of just going to like a site or something. Like you do it through the friends list by the looks of it, right?
I haven't tried it myself.
Yeah.
I'll probably end up trying it because I don't have any like recording software, and so the only time I ever stream stuff is through systems that have it built in. So I might try this one out. But I haven't looked into it too much.
I'm just wondering how this would work for someone like John, where it's like, do I need 20,000 people to add me on Steam now to watch
That's one thing I'm curious about. I have only just been hearing about this past day or two that they added this. I'm like, oh, this might be interesting. All I've seen so far is people like watching porn. That was one of the things. Like people, like people are like, all right, you know how you can add any app you have to Steam. So they load up like Windows Media Player, and it's like, okay, now I'm streaming, watching porn. Like there's screenshots of that going around. Some people have been watching movies. I think the same screenshot with the porn was watching Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah. It looks like the basic idea, like the thing is, want to show off, invite a friend to watch your game, friends stuck on a level, watch and give them live pointers. This seems like
it's the sharing thing from PS4.
It seems like it would be kind of a cool thing if like you were streaming with a friend, like an actual friend, and like you wanted to see where they were in a level, so you two are like multi-streaming at the same time or something. It could, like, you could do some cool things with it if it's in real time, which I don't know if it would be. I don't know. But I think it's cool.
I'm looking at more of the page, and it's saying you can let anyone watch your games, and if you do that, your broadcast is visible on that game hub. I don't know if it goes out to like Twitch or anything as well.
No, it stays in Steam itself. There's like a new tab for it. Apparently, as well, there's an option I saw floating around that if you don't uncheck it, anytime you click out of the game, people can see your desktop.
No, that's really weird.
I was just looking at that, and it says they can't see the desktop.
Oh, that's if it's not checked.
Hang on, let me get the actual wording about the desktop. Will people watching my game also see my desktop? Only the game is visible by default, but broadcast my desktop when not in-game is an available option in Settings Broadcast tab.
Is that a default, I wonder?
So the default is you won't see the desktop.
Okay. That's fine then.
Yeah.
I was going to say that's some creepy Facebook shit otherwise, where like people are just looking at your background of some anime porn or something. Mine's actually that TDP thing that Spart made for us a while ago.
Oh, the porn thing he sent us? Yeah, no, mine's the background too.
Yeah, yep. It's just Spart naked. That's all it is.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So the next Assassin's Creed was leaked.
Because of course it was. Like,
but that's so soon. Like, holy smokes!
Is it?
I mean, two of them just came out like a month ago.
Yeah, but after the day it came out, people knew that another one was coming out soon. Like,
what do you mean soon?
Not soon. But like, there's another one being made. There's always going to be one being made.
Yeah, but we actually got like screenshots and a name and stuff like that.
Who fucking cares at this point?
I like Assassin's Creed.
Why?
I just bought an Assassin's Creed game on Black Friday.
Which one?
Rogue.
Okay.
Well,
the non-glitchy one.
The one
I didn't
everyone
see any-
forgot.
I would have picked up Unity if there was sales. I actually heard okay things about Rogue,
Yeah.
but there was no sales on Unity, and so I'm going to be up in Canada for over the Christmas break, and that's where my older consoles are. So that's going to be like the game I play while I'm up there. But
Okay.
anyway, Assassin's Creed Victory. It's set in the French Revolution. Hopefully that's good. But that's super early. That's crazy. Like we didn't hear about Unity till like E3, I think, or maybe a few days before that if stuff leaked. I can't quite remember.
When are they actually just going to do one in the future, just for shits and giggles?
I have no idea. They seem to have like gotten rid of the future storyline.
I guess, but then look at Black Flag, where they're like, you work at Ubisoft right now.
Yeah, but they started moving away from like, because originally with Desmond, he was like slowly gaining assassin abilities and stuff, and you were actually climbing some stuff as Desmond. And then the Desmond stuff went all away in like Assassin's Creed 3, and now it's just like apparently there's like no modern day stuff basically in Unity. Like it's so anyway. Apart from that, is 20th anniversary PS4s are releasing this weekend. Did you see these?
The gray ones, yeah.
That look, color scheme of the PlayStation 1.
Yep.
Even the controllers, color scheme of the PlayStation 1. They're only releasing, 12,000 of them? So if you want it, you gotta, pre-order it. Yeah, 12,300 are going to be sold worldwide. Limited edition.
They don't look that bad.
Yeah, I think the controller looks pretty cool, especially with the colored face buttons. That's nice.
Yeah, I like it.
But the limited edition console is priced at 49,800 yen, which is 418 US. But according to the Sony, the console is going to be 499 in the US. And you'll be able to get it from it's funny, the press release said sony.store.com, but there's no way that can be right because there's no way they own store.com. So it's clearly store.sony.com.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. But starting December 6th, so Saturday, which that's when I believe that's when their PlayStation Experience event in Las Vegas is happening.
Yeah.
So I guess we're also going to get a bunch of Sony news this weekend. So I guess watch out for that. John, are you ordering a limited edition PlayStation 4?
No, but it does look nice. I don't have the money to buy another PlayStation 4. Also, that'd be weird.
But you are
current
clearing
PS4.
out a space in the museum for this version of the PS4. You're getting a podium all set up.
A podium. Now we're upgrading to podiums for all these things.
Yeah,
now.
each console is on its own podium and like a spotlight.
I'm not gonna lie, if you actually had a museum and stuff was displayed that way for old consoles, that would be kind of cool.
Are you saying you would go to it?
I would anyway. Yeah.
Should I start a Kickstarter to open up a museum?
No, you should start a Patreon.
John and I are already going to donate some sweet music game peripherals.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. That'd be so cool.
Since I don't own a PlayStation 4, this is catching my eye a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Honestly?
Yeah, because I like.
Yeah,
well,
why not?
It's $100 more.
Yeah,
right?
that's
PS4s
not great.
are 400 usually. Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
that's
they said
not
if
so
anything
great.
extras coming with
there's
it?
only nothing extra. It's just there's only 12,000. Only 12,000 of them.
It's like the gold Dreamcasts.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know.
You could
I'll
probably
think about
hang
it.
on to that for a decade and sell it for a lot. Honestly.
I guess.
Anyway. And then the most important news story.
Yep.
YouPorn.
Yeah.
The porn website now sponsors an esports team from South America.
Yeah, play to win. They are now Team
Finally.
YouPorn.
No, they're Team YP.
Yeah, YouPorn.
I think YP is kind of good too.
No,
Yeah.
their official name is Team YP, and that's all that shows up on the jerseys.
Of course it is, because
But
obvious.
the jerseys are all pink and.
Because remember, YouPorn was actually trying to sponsor an esports team for at least a year.
Yeah,
but no one was obviously taking their sponsorship for.
They've been trying for a
obvious
while.
reasons.
Yeah. So, that's cool.
Anyway, yeah, Spanish esports team, play to win. They play Dota 2, League of Legends, and Hearthstone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're now Team YP. I guess that's something to tell your mom about.
Fuck that, man. I would be like, I wouldn't care. Just like, yeah, Mom, I'm a professional gamer. YouPorn said so.
with the voice cracks and everything.
Yep. I did that on purpose, obviously.
I know.
YouPorn said so.
The third biggest porn site said so.
Third biggest porn site?
They can't.
My second favorite porn site said so.
They can't be bigger than Pornhub, right?
And then your mom would be like, Paul, how do you know about YouPorn? Should I need to be looking at your like browser history? No, don't do that.
Look them up. Honestly, my mom would laugh. My dad would have a problem with all of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that's a weird thing that I found. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That was all. That was
it's
all
pretty good. Let's go on to questions.
All right.
TDP Podcast on Twitter, topdownperspective@gmail.com if you want to write in, or you could do it on Facebook, but we don't check Facebook as much as we maybe should, so do the other two first.
I totally check Facebook. I just don't post on it much.
Fair enough.
There's so many things to post.
You could even use a Steam community if you want, because I actually check that every day, because
I never check that, but if
it's habit for me. Yeah,
great, cool.
Because I open Steam up every day. It's my game center thing. So
there you go.
Yeah. Anyways,
try the broadcasting thing and report back.
I would love to try the broadcasting thing. Maybe later tonight I will. But I wanted to play Biohazard, so thanks for screwing me over.
No, you gotta play Bayonetta 2.
Yeah, thanks for. How am I doing this through Steam, Sean?
Well, no, just play
Find a way. Find a way.
Just play Bayonetta 2.
I will do
Seriously,
all of these things.
You play that first mission, you're not going to want to put it down.
Okay, fair enough.
There are people fighting on a jet.
Anyways,
great.
Chris decided to write in at topdownperspective@gmail.com, and he asked, to any of you who played Smash for Wii U and have seen a few of the challenges, what are your thoughts on the inclusion of some unusually specific challenges included in the Wii U version? One notable example is hit the sandbag between 1640 feet and 1656 in the home run contest while playing as Rob.
A lot of the challenges are really weird and really grindy, and then there's weird ones like that. I don't know.
I haven't looked at the challenges, but that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
If I was super in
range of 16 feet,
if I was like as into Smash Bros as I was for Melee, I would totally have just sat down for like hours trying that.
I agree with you.
There's one challenge I'm like not a fan of, and there's worse ones later on or in the other versions. Beat 10-man melee with everyone, and that's 49 characters. And then in the 3DS one, it was beat 100-man melee as everyone.
See, like, I could totally have seen me and my friends just like, all right, it's your turn, and then passing the controller around.
I
like,
guess if you're just like
night
off with people, it's not that bad, but still, it's pretty grindy. Although Fruit Puncher says there's only 6 grinding challenges, so...
what are some of these grinding challenges? I haven't looked at like any of the challenges.
I don't know. Well, I mean, get like all the items, equipments, and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to think, because all the events, I've already done all those. They were fun, but I haven't like got all the bonuses for them yet. Trying to think of what else, because there's like alternate goals to when you do the events. Like you can beat it on easy, normal, hard, and then there's like specific rules like beat this on normal under 50 seconds or stuff like that per mission.
Mick Johnson in the chat gives an example. Get a 100-box combo with Samus without taking damage in Trophy Rush.
That was surprisingly not as hard as I thought.
Oh, did you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That sounds awful.
It took me like 4 tries.
Wow. All right.
Because the one thing that they don't say is if you get hit within the 100, you can just keep playing because it only means like 100 in a row from taking damage. It doesn't mean you've taken a hit, now you have to restart.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It was both 10 and 100 on the 3DS. I used a hammer for 100. No, I can beat 10-man melee with everyone is not on the 3DS one. I can guarantee that. Because I've only got like 7 challenges left on the 3DS one, and that's not one of them.
Cool.
All right, James writes in. Hello there. With things such as Binding of Isaac Rebirth, Omega Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire, the Resident Evil remake, and other stuff, I was wondering, what game do you think would not benefit from being remade?
Silent Hill 2.
And he gives an example. My best game, or my best guess, is the original Castlevania. I haven't played it, but from what I understand, it is really hard. And I think that if it were dumbed down, people wouldn't like it. And that a lot of the design choices came from the hardware limitations of the NES. So if it were to be remade with better design choices, some of the challenge might be gone as well.
Here's the problem. The original Castlevania has been remade twice.
Yeah, and they're okay. Also, The Binding of Isaac had hardware limitations that quote-unquote made it harder with the crappy Flash version, but the game is actually harder when you can play properly, and they just put more design into it.
Yeah.
So that I don't count that as a possibility, but if that's your opinion, then cool. I still think Silent Hill 2 because they removed the fog and showed how shitty that game is.
That was just a shitty port. Let's be real. They kind of missed the point of the fog.
It was so bad.
The fog was there, like, originally design-wise because they didn't want to show draw distance, but it became like an integral part of Silent Hill. So
I'm trying to wonder, like, can't you just say every game is good as long as it's a good port? And it's like, well, what does good port mean? And that's such a case-by-case basis. I'm just wondering if there isn't a game that can have a good port. And the only thing I'm thinking of is games that have, like hardware limitations, like for reals. Like, you know, like, for example, if the 3DS did not have a gyroscope in it, you couldn't do Kirby Tilt and Tumble or whatever. But, you know, but you can, so you totally could and you should.
Right.
But I can you guys think of anything that would not benefit from being remade?
someone made an interesting point in the chat. Resident Evil Revelations, because that got made to a home console version like a year later. But they were calling it Resident Evil Revelations HD.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
it didn't detract from it though. It was just the same. It was just a money grab.
Mm.
Yeah, like is there any like I really can't think of anything that would be bad.
Yeah, no, I am kind of okay with remaking something, and then like the people that loved it have the option of getting the updated version with like better design sensibilities or graphics or controller, whatever. I'm totally okay with that. So, and to me, there's no such thing as a bad remake unless you make it so you can't play the game just at all.
Like, I'm trying to think, has there ever been a game where they announced a remake or they did a remake, but you were just like, oh man, I really wish they would just not touch this?
Out of like
I can't think of a game that's
something?
like
I don't know why. Like I was if you said yes to that, I would have asked why.
Okay.
I can't think of a reason.
Yeah, I can't think of a game that would even be worthy of that. Because even like Ocarina of Time, which people praise as like the best game, they remade it,
and they port it every 2 weeks.
every 2 weeks.
So.
Oh yeah, next week that new Ocarina of Time.
Oh sweet. This is the one with the extra pixel.
Yeah. So. All right, John, you're up.
All right, sorry. Next question comes to us from Glenn. Dear TDP, one of my favorite types of video games are the ones that revive an old niche series into something fresh and interesting. I'm talking about games like Fallout 3, Kid Icarus Uprising, and XCOM Enemy Unknown. However, not all these games are hits themselves, namely Bionic Commando, aka Bionic Commando Dreadlocks.
Yep.
Or Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Do you think older game companies like Nintendo or Capcom should actively look for ways to utilize their dated IPs, or is the potential for profit just too low to consider it in this industry?
I like that Bionic Commando.
All right, two things. And as along with that, first off, Kid Icarus Uprising, not really that great. Second, Nuts and Bolts is awesome.
I agree. Yes,
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Nuts and Bolts is great.
Watch your mouth.
It was just a terrible Banjo-Kazooie game. It wasn't a platforming game, but it was a really good, interesting game.
I kind of liked the Bionic Commando Dreadlock version as well, just for how weird and dumb it was.
I actually don't really like that game.
It was fine. They did some stupid things in there.
Anyway, what was it again? Do you think older game companies like Nintendo or Capcom should actively look for ways to utilize their dated IP? This is similar to the last one. Yes?
I feel like Bionic Commando also is half and half because Rearmed, we got Rearmed, which ended up being really good.
Yeah.
And then we got Rearmed 2, which was not as good, but still really good. And I mean, Dreadlocks at this point is just like, okay, it's there. I don't know. I'm like Capcom has kind of, that's their job. In a way, is what they do. That's totally what they do. It's like,
Yeah, you're
all right,
totally right.
let's put out another arcade collection. All right, let's bring back Street Fighter again. Hey man, we're gonna keep teasing Darkstalkers for like a decade.
What adjective can we add to this and re-release it with 3 characters?
And then let's make fun of that in Dead Rising 3 DLC, where we put all these characters in that. Even games you probably don't even remember, like Project Justice.
But that was great.
That was a fantastic DLC.
Anyway, so yeah, I guess, but still, yes, like this is kind of the last question. If they're going to do a good port of it, I'd rather play it on new stuff than old stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I agree.
That's just...
Okay, Patrick has 2 questions. 1, what is the coldest weather you've ever been in? I've been in negative 55 Celsius weather.
That's crazy.
Motherfucker, that's a weekend here. No, I'm just kidding. But
I want to say minus 40 or minus 44.
I was going to say minus 40, like with the wind chill, is the coldest I can remember.
If you guys were in Calgary last year around a week ago, like, I have this stupid app, the Time Hop thing or whatever, and it takes your social media data and just, like, shows you what tweets and Facebook stuff you did, like, on this day of the last couple of years. We were at negative 54 at some point in Calgary, like, 3 years ago. So if you guys were here 2 or 3 years ago, you were in that weather. And I remember that day because I worked. And I remember saying you shouldn't be allowed to open up on days like this because when you went outside, it was instant frostbite in like 5 minutes if you stayed out there without like
Was that the day
shit.
that like it got so cold like all the roads were just glass and people couldn't drive up hills on like 14th Street and stuff like that?
It was that the buses were like veering off into the ditch, and more importantly, electricity was going down in all parts of the city randomly.
I don't remember that all.
Day. That was a fucking ridiculous.
I remember
day.
There was one day last year where it was like minus 40 and my school shut down because they were just like, "Don't leave your homes."
Yeah,
like, sweet.
Yeah,
day.
No, like if you're negative 40 and then lower, you should not be allowed to go outside. That is a health hazard for a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
So
I think I did go outside though, and I walked right past a deer.
Yeah, McJohnson in the chat says Calgary's hit minus 50 at least twice in the past 5 years.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay. Cool. I guess that.
Sure.
That's cold. What's the second question?
What do you guys think of the Wii U memory corruption error?
This is apparently if you disconnect from a match in Smash Brothers Online. I think it has to be like For Glory or something like that. A matchmaking match. It'll kick you out of a match every time you try to join, saying like there's like you have corrupted data or something, and you can't delete it. So,
so it's a punishment if you run away.
No, like it affects only Smash Brothers so far, I believe. I don't have.
Well, that's the most competitive game on the Wii U.
Yeah.
So, like it's a glitch, but it's like, oh, this is kind of good that it's stopping people from just like rage quitting.
Here we go. I actually remembered the code and everything. The website here says error code 160-0103. Seems to come around when users decide to quit an online match. The error code appears and says there's a problem with the system memory. They've tried to delete game data, but it doesn't make a difference. It seems to happen.
Yeah, the memory. I'm tired of remembering all those times you raged quit, asshole. Stop playing this game.
Yep. I'm with you.
Oh, it even affects offline matches.
What?
Okay, so there's an anecdote from this person. Says I was playing For Glory mode yesterday morning. There was a mode with a horrible amount of lag, so I did the unthinkable and quit the match. I tried to enter another match and it says wait 10 minutes, so I go offline. Started playing challenge mode. Turned the game off for about 6 hours. Turned the game on. Go through all the menus fine. Started a local multiplayer match to make screen selection, and bam, the error code pops up. Try other games that work fine, but Smash Brothers kept happening over and over. Deleting the save data did not do anything. It just kept happening nonstop. And when you tried deleting the update data, they got the same error. So now they cannot play Smash Brothers at all without sending in their system to Nintendo.
This is making me think of those screenshots I was seeing of people being like, I just got banned from Smash Bros. For like 150 years.
Oh, those are the best.
Because weird clock things happen where it's like, because you quit, we're timing you out for, this many minutes or whatever, but it was just an absurd number that was like hundreds of years. It's like, what? Which is really funny. But yeah, I hadn't heard
only a
about
small
that.
portion. Only a small portion of users are experiencing it. Nintendo's already working on it.
Cool. All right, AC3 writes, apparently Nintendo has filed a patent on Game Boy emulation on most smart devices. Thoughts? Yeah, this happened last week.
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't heard about this.
I was just seeing like Reddit threads about it. I didn't look too much into it.
If anything, this is probably Nintendo stopping smartphone creators from making Game Boy emulators.
That's probably what it is. But Nintendo has said they wanted to do more with smart devices, didn't they? In one of those earning calls.
Putting the Virtual Console, like a legal emulator on a smartphone, would be pretty smart.
It would make so much money, but that seems so not Nintendo.
It's true.
Yeah.
But I also really like having Nintendo handhelds. I don't want them to just become an app developer.
Yeah.
But you know. Anyway, I think you are right though. It's probably just a preventative thing. So.
Oh, next one's me. Sorry. This is more for Sean and Paul. This question's from Spencer. What's your favorite horrible game that you can't stop playing?
I stop playing games I don't like. So
yeah, John, you should answer this too.
No, I play all terrible games, so I really feel like that kind of don't have any say in that.
So like horrible by everyone else's standards, I guess, that I like.
More or less. More or less.
Yes.
Like Resident Evil 1. So many people don't like it.
I feel like that doesn't count because it's just become bad by association of the better ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, trust me, I agree with you. I like it, so. But maybe that, I don't know. Like I said, I don't play a whole lot of just terrible games, really.
I was trying to think of ones, and I don't play too many awful games, and I usually don't go back to them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think if there was anything kind of ever that...
Like The Evil Within, because I need to see that ending. I just have to see how Mikami makes up for the bullshit he's putting me through. So I'm going to say that.
Okay.
Tom brings up an interesting point in chat. You all like Nuts and Bolts, and everyone hates that game.
Nuts and Bolts is great.
It's so good.
Nuts and Bolts is really fun, yeah.
Yeah, you get to build cars. You're driving all over the place.
It's just not a Banjo-Kazooie game. If it didn't say Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, if it said like something else, some new
I
license,
like that
it'd
they
be
were
great.
just like, we're doing something weird with this, and it's like, cool. All right, what are we doing? And that game,
they just shouldn't have picked an IP that hadn't had a sequel in like what was it, 15 years?
I don't know. That game was a budget game. It was $40, and Rare put out 2 games in one day with Viva Pinata 2. That was an awesome Tuesday. Because Viva Pinata 2 was also a budget game, $40. Like,
yeah, but the problem is like they were teasing Banjo 3 for years, and like the teaser trailer for Nuts and Bolts was even like, hey, it's a platforming game.
Anyway, Rare's great, or Rare was great. But yeah, I guess maybe Nuts and Bolts by default's my answer there. Apparently, people don't like it. I can't really think of bad games I play a lot.
I play bad games all the time, so.
Okay. Final Deluxe asks, do you guys think Sonic has ever been good? And yes, I grew up with Sonic, so I loved Sonic, and I still try Sonic like him.
Sonic 3, both good games.
I will not say I still like Sonic.
I still do. I
liked Sonic 1 and 2. Sonic 1 was one of my first games I've ever played.
I liked the first half of Sonic 4 Episode 1 and most of Episode 2. I liked Generations. Colors was okay.
I liked Unleashed. Generations was good.
Unleashed is terrible.
Unleashed was fun, man.
Unleashed wasn't that bad.
I can understand people hating the werehog. I can understand people hating the werehog, but it was a beat 'em up. I like beat 'em ups.
With your stretchy arms.
Yeah.
Ugh. Sonic is awful. Hey, do you guys like Shadow the Hedgehog? Did you guys play Shadow the Hedgehog?
We talked about this last week.
Stream. It was terrible.
And yeah,
Shadow the Hedgehog is so bad.
It was something else, that's for sure.
Ugh.
Is he good? Is he bad? Not even he knows.
Anyway, yeah. Do you think he's ever been good? I guess it's yes. There was points where he was good. Mm-hmm. Are any of you guys gonna play Sonic Boom?
No, unless I get it for cheap or something.
At some point,
John, do you own Sonic Boom?
I do not. My stance on it right now is I'm not paying $60 for that piece of shit.
Exactly.
But Knuckles is like
So
like
buff.
The only thing that makes me want to play Sonic Boom is the Knuckles flying glitch, because that looks hilarious.
I don't know what that is.
I haven't seen this.
Knuckles' body looks like an upside down triangle.
What happens is it's a glitch where Knuckles can keep infinitely jumping, and because of the way the game's set up in a hub world, you can jump over anything barring you from going to later worlds, so you can beat the game in less than an hour.
Doesn't Knuckles usually fly? Like he glides?
Yeah, they took it out of Boom.
Is it because he's so heavy now that he can't glide?
Yeah.
It would make sense,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so they found a narrative reason. Great.
They did.
Henry writes, the last question we just read, Not a Skeleton writes, just ate a lollipop with a scorpion in it. What's the strangest thing you've eaten? Not counting picking your nose as a kid.
Same thing as him. I had one of those. I ate it. It tasted just like rock candy to me. So,
ew.
I think I don't usually. I'm not too adventurous with my eating. The craziest thing I've eaten is crocodile.
Okay.
I think I've had crocodile. I'm trying to think what's a cooler answer than that though. I've had cheese flavored Kit Kats.
Really?
Okay. Doritos.
Did you have some Doritos?
No, God no.
Oh, man, I wish.
I want to try some pretty bad.
I don't. I would just vomit.
Yeah.
A double down. That's pretty dumb. That's not weird though. Strangest thing. Maybe cheese flavored Kit Kats. I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah, I've had crocodile. Did I have shark? No, I don't think I had shark. Like snake. I had snake. I was at the Grizzly Bear in Banff. Do you guys know the fondue house?
No.
What? It's famous.
Sorry.
You guys have been to Banff, right? You know Banff?
Yes, been to Banff.
Yep.
You heard of Banff?
Yep.
Okay. There's a restaurant there called the Grizzly Bear Fondue House or whatever.
Okay.
And they specialize in fondues, obviously, but you can also get you can do an oil fondue, and they'll do crazy different animals that you can dip in there. So maybe my friends did that one time.
Okay. Cool.
All right, John, you had the last question.
All right. Last question comes to us from Mikhail for the win. What's the best collector's edition or limited edition of a game that you've seen? The collector's edition for Kingdom Hearts 2.5 is a good one. Oh, God.
Oh, this is easy. DJ Hero Renegade Edition.
Yeah.
The Street
Not only
Fighter
did it come
collection...
with a sweet stand that folds into a carrying case, but you also got an Eminem CD.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, an Eminem and Dr. Dre CD.
Was it a remix CD or something like that?
I don't know. I didn't open it.
You got to keep that collector's value going.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's why. Yeah. What was that Street Fighter collection that had every game in it, or pretty close to it? That was a good one. I think it was the Street Fighter Anniversary Edition.
Okay, I have no idea.
That was the giant chests that were $200. Came with every digital Street Fighter game and all the current ones like Marvel vs. Capcom and Street Fighter Cross Tekken and all that stuff.
I thought the Infamous 2 collector's edition was cool because you got his bag. Same with the Mirror's Edge one. You got her bag.
Remember when Modern Warfare 2 came with night vision goggles?
Yeah.
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 I almost bought that solely because of it, and then we tried them out at the store, and they were terrible.
My boss has those set up in his office.
Nice.
It's basically just a camera duct taped to your face, is what it is.
I'm kind of a sucker for the collector's editions where it's just this giant box, way bigger than it should be for a game. So, for Skyrim, you got the little plastic stand and the dragon figurine, and the box was, as big as your body, basically, for some reason. Or, the Halo one where it was the helmet.
Oh, right.
So, anything where you're walking out with a box that looks like you're carrying a computer in it, and it's only one game, I find hilarious for some reason. There's just so much packaging.
Just Rock Band. I remember walking down
Rock
the store
Band
with
as
Rock
well.
Band, and it was just huge.
Yep.
I actually just, it's not crazy or anything. Assassin's Creed 2, I got the collector's edition because it came with a cool statue of Ezio.
Sure.
I like that. Yeah.
I remember getting one of those for $2. That was great.
Nice.
Awesome. Trying to think of anything else that was cool. What was I'm trying to think if there's any really weird stuff that you get.
Titanfall one was interesting because then it had like a giant mech or like this tall.
Someone in the chat just said,
Yeah.
the Titanfall one was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, I'm trying to think of what else had like a gigantic collector's edition. Because there have been some really crazy ones in the past.
I usually just don't get collector's editions.
I'm kind of with
The Halo
you.
3 one that came with like the mini helmet.
Yeah, Paul just said that.
Oh, sorry.
The Halo Reach one that came with like a huge, was it like a warthog? Everyone was riding on it or something?
Yeah, the Warthog statue.
Oh, Mortal Kombat. You got Scorpion.
Oh, the bookends, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, that's cool. I think I like the ones with the bags the most. Oh,
The Mirror's Edge bag is really nice.
BioShock 1 came with a Big Daddy statue.
Oh,
BioShock 2 came with records.
Yeah.
Speaking of bags, you got a Tricell one from Resident Evil 5.
Okay.
It wasn't that good though.
No.
I remember.
Well, the game, yeah.
The little Chris Redfield. Oh, shut up. That was fun. The Chris Redfield figure you get for it's like this big.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Like, why couldn't they just make the huge statue of Chris? I would have that on my desk.
That's the same
I
with
want a
Assassin's
statue
Creed
of Chris
1.
punching a boulder. That's what I want.
Assassin's Creed 1 had a crappy little like figurine. It was awful.
Yeah.
Oh, what
I think it was
about the
actually the
Tron
same.
bike?
I don't remember this.
Tron
Is
came.
that
It was
Legacy?
like, yeah.
I thought the Tron one came with like one of the discs, or maybe I'm thinking of something else, like the movie or something.
No, the disc one was like you got a user disc that could light up.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What came with Catherine? Because that
Oh
sounds
yeah,
familiar.
Nathan got this.
It came in the pizza box, and it like came with the heart-shaped boxers.
They're not heart-shaped boxers. They're just like
Sorry,
heart-printed
heart-patterned.
boxers,
Yeah.
and you get a pillowcase of Catherine
Yeah.
that Nathan uses.
What?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Oh no.
Ask him about it. And I was gonna say, Batman Arkham Asylum came with a batarang and like a stand for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are some weird stuff.
Yeah.
If people want to write in for next week, it's topdownperspective@gmail.com, or the Twitter account is at TDP Podcast, and there's also the Facebook group. We are still working on Game of the Year community stuff. I've made the polls. We just have to finalize it before sending them out, so look for that coming very soon.
Yeah.
What's your guys' games of the week?
Isaac.
Yeah. Same.
Mine's Crossy Road.
Okay.
And once that comes to Android, you guys got to get it. It's free.
All right, I gotta upgrade my phone first. So.
Okay. All right. Thanks for watching us, everyone. See you next week.
Bye.
Later.